Thank you so much for joining today. Let's go ahead and start our practice coming either into a comfortable seated position in your chair with your back up against the back. And if you're coming down onto the ground, let's come into a comfortable laying on your back position, maybe a constructive rest with the knees bent and touching, the feet a little wider than hip distance. No matter where you're at, you can now allow your hands to rest on your body or maybe by your sides, palms facing out. Settling into whatever position brings you comfort here. And if you choose something completely different than the options I've given you, feel free to do that as well. Knowing it's your practice and you can move and adjust and wiggle and itch whenever it feels necessary. We'll start to slow our breath down, letting it become a little longer, a little deeper, and more intentional with each inhale and each long, steady exhale. Take a moment to scan through your body, a quick scan, noticing any achiness, any soreness, any tension, any energy or stories. Just take a mental inventory real quick of the body and how it's feeling right now, in this moment. Are you feeling any discomfort in your bones, in your joints, or even muscles? Maybe there's a discomfort of the mind, or the heart. Tonight's practice is going to challenge us to find comfort in the discomfort. Because life gets uncomfortable. So our challenge as humans is to find comfort in that discomfort. For this is what will get us through life's toughest moments. To find comfort in the uncertainty and to make peace with the unknown. This can be the secret to living a joyful life. For when we soften into the unknown, when we get comfortable in the feelings that make our skin crawl, we learn the most about ourselves. I once heard a Buddhist monk say meditation didn't heal him. It made him a connoisseur of his neurosis. And this is the gift of meditation and mindfulness. It gives us the tools to work with the unworkable. So as you center yourself, begin to allow your awareness to really rest in what feels uncomfortable in you today. And now, as you breathe intentionally, softly, begin to allow the areas around the discomfort to soften. start into our breathing exercise for today as we focus on our breath itself. We're going to take alternate nostril breathing today. For this breath, you bring your first finger and your middle finger up towards the space between your eyebrows, letting the thumb rest on one side of the nose and either the pinky or the ring finger on the other side of the nose. And if you are not comfortable with that, fingers resting on the forehead, you can always adjust it in some way as well to make it more comfortable. But challenging yourself, maybe to find comfort and uncomfortable throughout our practice today. So with the alternate nostril breath, we breathe in through the right nostril as we close the left one with our finger. As we breathe in, we fill our lungs slowly, pausing at the top. And then we go ahead and close the nostril. We just took the breath in, opening the second side, exhaling out through that nostril all the way. Pausing at the bottom. We're going to stick with the same side. We inhale, pausing at the top, switch sides, exhale. And if keeping your arm lifted is too much, you can maybe bring a prop under it for a little added support, or you can always just visualize this breath. That's always a great option. It gives just same benefits. Continuing our breath. Inhale, pause, exhale. Same side, inhale, pause, switch sides, exhale. Continuing this at your own pace for just a few rounds of breath. Today's practice, I'm going to ask that you continue this breath for just a few more moments. But as we get into our movement, I'm going to offer a few less cues today, offering you more time in silence, more time in your practice, maybe more time in discomfort. If you don't hear me speaking, it's okay. I'll come back in just a few moments to continue our practice. But maybe while we are holding a pose, or resting in a pose, or stretching, if you're not hearing my speaking, maybe try to focus on the breath. Either those long, steady breaths, or maybe coming into a breath that fits in your body today. We have a wide variety in vocabulary that we use in each class. So you're welcome to tap into any of those breaths, including this one we're using today, alternate nostril breathing. So we'll take just one or two more cycles in silence. Letting your hand release if you haven't already. Take this moment to offer yourself a little bit of gratitude that you took time out of your busy day to come meet yourself in this space, to embrace discomfort maybe, and learn a little bit about ourselves along the way. Now, as you're ready, Allow your breathing to return to natural. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Fluttering the eyes open. And let's come into a half happy baby, bringing the right knee in towards the torso and then letting the foot start to peel away from the hip. So you create a 90-ish degree bend. Hold on the leg, the foot, or a strap. Keeping your spine straight, your chin tucked. Allow yourself to fall into the breath as you feel the comfort or discomfort of each stretch. With our exhales, we even softening into the stretches. Letting that foot come down to the ground. You take second side, find our half happy baby, drawing the knee towards the rib cage and armpit. Noticing the stretch in our bodies. Now, even though I'm talking a little bit less today, know that you can always look at the screen to see me demonstrating variations and options. The last breath here. Exhale to release that foot back to the ground. Let's go back to side one. Hug that knee in towards the torso. And then let's take a reclined figure four, dropping the ankle towards the knee, letting the knee open to the side. If you're on the mat, your foot can stay on the floor. You can lift off and take any bind you'd like. And if you're taking this from the chair, that foot can be from the ground all the way up to the knee, or maybe on a prop. You let the knee open to the side, letting our external rotation happen. We're all keeping our spine straight, our chin tucked. Great job. Exhale to release the foot to the floor. If it's lifted, uncross. And let's take that second side. Hug the knee in. Take your reclined figure four, your variation. Let the knee open out to the side as you open up through that hip, open up through that glute, lower spine. Feel your breath. Beautiful job. Last breath here. Exhale to release, foot to floor. And then with our next inhale, let's curl into our variation of a ball. So maybe knees come in towards the torso, Or maybe the torso curls down towards the knees. We're feeling that rounding through our lower spine. Always welcome to maybe find some movement, some rocking, some rolling. Explore this for just a moment. And then let's find our way into a seated position of our choice. If you're in the chair, you're coming to the edge of the chair. If you're on the floor, feel free to use any props, crisscross applesauce, or anything with your legs that feels comfortable. We're going to sit up tall through the spine. And let's begin to take some torso circles, going in one direction until I tell you to switch. And switch. Find your straight spine. Inhale, arms circle up overhead, reach them all the way up, and then interlace your fingers. If it feels good to bring your hands together, otherwise keep them wide. With our exhale, we'll begin to bring our chin down towards our chest. You want your hands can come towards the back of your head, or maybe the sides of your head if you want just a little more space there. Just allowing the weight of your hands to help the stretch. Not forcing anything. Inhale to roll up to a straight spine, letting arms reach back overhead. Exhale, draw them down through prayer pose to heart center. Go ahead and interlace those fingers once more, this time taking the knuckles up under the chin and letting it slowly stretch through the front of your neck. Exhale, drop chin to chest. Circle arms out and around, up overhead. Drop the right hand to the side of the chair or the floor by your right hip, and then begin to take a lean over to the right side. Look up at your top arm, and then exhale and look down. Find stillness or movement through the neck as feels good in your body. Inhale, come back through center, both arms up. Exhale, let's take it to a twist, same side. Inhale back through center, arms reach up. Exhale, opposite hand to hip, lean to the other side. Same option, head movement or not. Inhale through center. Exhaling, twist, same side. Inhale through center. Arms float up. Right ear drops to right shoulder. Right hand comes down onto the side of the head. And that left hand can start to explore until you find the most beautiful stretch in the side of your neck. Inhale through center. Left ear to left shoulder, left hand on the side of the head. Explore with right. Settling maybe into stillness. Breathing there. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale to bring it down through a prayer. Great job. Let's go ahead and come into a tabletop. Either your variation on the mat, hands underneath shoulders, knees under hips, or from a piece of furniture like your chair, hands either low or high, but we're still lining up wrists and shoulders, ankles and hips. We're keeping a gentle bend in our knees. And then start to move through some cat cows and some other similar movements as your body would like to. There's no rules. Listen to how your body wants to move. Move with your breath. Beautiful job. Taking one last breath of movement and then settling into stillness. Great job. We're going to find a little bit of a flow between a child's pose and a cat-cow now. So if you're on the mat, you'll keep your knees together or widen them. It's up to you. But sink your hips back as you extend your arms long. Rounding through your anchored cat and then into your cow. And we'll take that same movement from our standing position as well, but it might look a little bit more like a downward dog as we drip our ears between our arms and then roll through our cat into our cow. And then exhale, sink our head back between our arms. Rolling forward and arching the spine. Beautiful job. Continuing with it, just like we had talked about. Sorry about that technical glitch. I seem to have lost internet for just a minute. But we're back up and going now. Alrighty, from wherever you're at, your tabletop or your cat-cow, go ahead and come into your tabletop. And then from there, we're going to move into a downward facing dog. So maybe stepping the feet back a little bit, lifting the knees, letting the hands come shoulder distance apart as we allow the head to drop between the arms. Take a few moments to pedal through the legs, shifting your weight left to right. Making some movement. Maybe you even twist at the ankles, turning the feet in one direction and then the other, twisting from the hips. And then start to settle into some stillness. We'll lift our right leg up for three-legged dog, and then we'll circle the ankle a couple times in one direction and then the other. And then step it to the outside of your mat as we come into a lizard lunge. You can keep your hands high on a prop, or you can bring that back belly down to the ground. It's up to you what feels better in your body. Both hands are inside that front foot, the knee also falling out to the side, like in our seated figure 4 earlier. Rolling to the side of the foot if that feels good. Keeping the spine straight. I'll keep the opposite hand planted, and then we're going to take it into a twist as we lift the same hand as the front leg back behind us. Great job. Exhale to release the hands to frame that front foot. Shift the hips back, peel the toes up. Or if you're standing, you don't have to peel the toes up if that doesn't feel good for you. But we're going to hinge over that front leg. So our half runner's lunge or our full runner's lunge. Great job. As we inhale, we roll through. We're going to come to either a grounded or a tall crescent lunge. So that knee can still be down if you're taking a grounded flow today, but you're also welcome to keep it lifted if you prefer that one. Hands stay on proper. Maybe they lift up alongside the ears. Our next exhale, we're going to cactus the arms. And then inhale to sweep and round them forward. Cactus arms, sweep and round them forward. Take it at your own pace. Pause here. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, hinge, half runner's lunge or full runner's lunge. Stretching out one more time, maybe sinking in a little bit deeper. Great job. From here, we're going to step back to our downward facing dog. Feel free to take any movements you'd like. And then with our inhale, we lift opposite leg, three-legged dog. Take those ankle rolls, reverse them. Inhale, step it through, lizard lunge. Opposite hand stays down, twist up. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Exhale, straighten that front leg, peel the toes, half or full runner's stretch. Inhale, roll through crescent lunge of your choice. And then start to find the flow with your hands, matching your breath between cactus and then rounding the spine and letting the fingers come together as you sweep the arms. And are you finding comfort in your discomfort even in this moment? Great job. Our last time. Exhale, straighten your front leg or both legs. Coming into that runner stretch. Maybe peeling those toes up. Great job. From here, we're gonna inhale and find our forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Roll the tall mountain. Exhale, prayer, mountain. Great job. All right, let's go ahead and take our feet a little bit wider than our mat. Toes out, heels in. We're gonna lengthen our arms up for 5-pointed star. And then with our next exhale, we're gonna find a squat. Now you can widen your stance or shorten it. You can go deeper, you can go high, find a little bit of movement or settle into stillness. But keep the spine straight, the core engaged, the shoulders pulled back. Hands can be lifted or a cactus or anything you'd like. Find your breath here. See if your exhales can soften you into the moment. Of course, you're welcome to come out and then join us whenever you're ready. Great job. Our next inhale brings those legs straight. Take the heels in line with the toes. And then we're going to start to take a one-legged squat towards the right. Now you can go as deep or as shallow as you want. And then inhale back through center. And take it left to right. You can keep your hands on a prop. You can have them on your hips. If you want to get a little more exaggerated, you're welcome to do whatever you'd like with your practice. All right, last time, make sure to balance out between your sides. Come back to that 5-pointed star when you're done. Take up space. Step into your mountain. Let's get a little balance challenge going. So for this one, we're going to be doing some stuff in front of our body. We're going to go behind our body. So make sure you grab whatever props you need. You want blocks, maybe straps, walls, chairs, just have whatever you want. No, clear body. We'll come into our mountain pose. I'm gonna start by shifting our weight to the left and start to take that right foot, lift up onto the toes, lifting the heel. Now that's always a great option. And then start to draw the heel towards your hip. Now you can grab it with your hand, you can let it rest on the prop, or maybe you grab a strap, wrap it around your ankle as we draw the heel towards the hip. Okay, we're gonna release that knee, then foot and ankle, draw it in front of us, standing half staff. And then let's take it into a twist, taking our opposite hand towards that leg. And this would be a great option to have it on a prop. You're always welcome to take that same hand as that lifted knee back behind you or have it on a prop. Find a spot on the floor that's not moving to help with balance here. Keep a bend in your standing leg. Great job. Exhale to come back through half standing staff. I'm going to take that foot back behind us. And this time we're going to come into a standing split. So we're going to start to hinge forward. Bring our hands to the floor, prop of our choice. And start to send the foot up towards the ceiling. Really trying to keep the hips on a neutral and horizontal plane towards the ground. And a bend in the standing leg as we lift up from the heel, a little or a lot. We'll stay with our breath here for just a few cycles. Great job with our next inhale. Come back up to standing, bring that knee back in front of you, keep it bent or send it straight. You can even hold on to the foot or the behind the leg, or use that strap as you send that foot out long, or even let it rest on a prop in front of you. Great job. Exhale to bring it down. Bring the heel just about a foot in front of your other foot and lift the toes. You can even lift them into air or maybe bring a prop as a good counterbalance as we stretch through that calf and shin. Foot. Great job. Let's take that side two. We shift our weight to the first side, start to lift the foot, standing half staff. Exhale, bring it behind you for the quad stretch. Inhale, half staff, twist. Exhale, half staff. Bring the heel behind you. Standing splits. Inhale, half or full staff. Standing. Great job. Exhale to release. Bring the heel down. And again, maybe a prop under the foot. Take a bend in the knee. Take that beautiful stretch. Great job. All right, if you're coming into seated poses with the chair, go ahead and come and standing in front of your chair with your feet about mat distance, knees out wide. You're taking this from the floor, maybe come up against a wall, maybe bring a block close by. We're going to come into a deep squat, so same thing. We exhale, we start to bend through the knees, sinking our hips down, maybe hovering just over the chair or even sitting in the chair or coming down onto your prop of your choice. Or for a little more intensity, you can dangle your bum. Maybe bring your hands to a prayer. See if you can connect with comfort even here. As you simply breathe. Beautiful job. Exhale to release down to your seat, either on the floor or on the mat or in your chair. Bring your hands back behind you. Fingertips can point towards you or away. You can hold anywhere on the chair or the seat. Go ahead and bring your feet to about hip distance or even a little bit wider in front of you. And we're going to take a nice shoulder stretch here as we shimmy our hips away from our hands. a little or a lot, and notice how that opens up through our shoulders. Keep the spine long from hips all the way to the top of the head. Great job. Exhale to release into a reclined position. Shoulders resting on mat or maybe a pillow or against your chair. And then let's take a windshield wiper of the knees, letting them come left to right as you roll through center. Allow the knees to fall to the right and pause there. We'll take a twist here. You can take any modifications, pillows, blankets, binds of your choice. Allow your breathing to be your focus when your mind wanders. Let your exhales soften you even deeper into the twist, into the comfort of the discomfort of the moment. Roll through center, switching to the other side. And coming into a ball of our choice, knees to torso or torso to knees. You can rock and roll, left to right, up and down. You can maybe even explore a half or full happy baby as you find a little bit of movement here, if that is calling to you. But take these last few breaths in any way that you would like as we end our practice of movement. Finding movement, stillness, or maybe something completely different. Beautiful job moving and grooving with me today. We'll start to find our way thoughtfully into our final resting position. As we will be holding this position for a little longer, try to make it as comfortable as you can. You can add all your props. You can take the legs up the wall. You can move to a couch or a bed nearby. Take any movement, any adjustment, anything that would help you to really and truly make this a place of comfort. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you simply soften your gaze. Just like before. We know that we're welcome to move or fidget or itch or change positions throughout this final meditation. Today I'm going to ask us to finish our class in maybe one of the most discomfortable ways for some of us that we can find. Sorry. And as we settle in, I'll be encouraging you to find comfort and notice any discomfort. Explore it, use it as an opportunity to learn, to grow. So as we breathe here, notice how you're feeling. Maybe that buildup started to raise a little anxiety. Maybe after your practice, you're feeling yoga brain, some other motion, feeling, or sensation. Tap into that. How are you doing right now in this very moment? How does your body feel? We'll start to scan your body for the moment now, starting at your feet. And as you move up, simply notice how each part of your body is actually feeling. I'll give you a moment. Your mind wanders, draw it back. And I'll be back with you in a moment. Did you notice your feet and your ankles? Did you notice your legs and your hips? Continue scanning your body, moving up into your abdomen, your back, your torso, and even the sides and rib cage of the body. Mentally scan your hands, your arms, and your shoulders, your neck, your head, and your face. Now ask yourself where in the body, in this moment, feels the most tense. Okay. And what feels the most relaxed in this moment? And then begin to spread and notice the state of tension and relaxation throughout your body. Maybe begin to notice how your body relaxes bit by bit without any effort on your part. Notice how your muscles become a little bit looser, less tense, naturally. Just because you're taking this moment to rest quietly, relax, without any effort or input, without even trying. Your body becoming slightly more relaxed with each passing exhale. Now, as we think about our body, What is our body image? Maybe we think about a picture in our mind that we have of what a body looks like. Maybe it's the ideas we have about our body or our physical performance or anxiety or feelings. Perhaps body image is a vision of how you think your body should be. What does body image mean to you? Can you take this moment now to consider your thoughts, your ideas, anything that comes to you about your own body? How are you feeling now? Thinking about your body image. Is there a pit in your stomach? Heavy, tense shoulders? You might feel neutral, content, even comfortable. Maybe uncomfortable, satisfied, dissatisfied, happy, unhappy, angry, afraid, accepting. And maybe, just maybe, it's a combination of some of those things. Contradictory feelings are pretty common. And it's okay to feel however you are feeling. But what might it be like to fully accept your body, limitations and all, just as it is? What if you allow yourself to feel okay about your physical self? Can you imagine for a few moments what that might be like? And can you think about a time in your life where maybe you did feel accepting of your physical self, your whole self, or even just part of yourself? Can you ask yourself which parts of your body are easiest for you to accept? Imagine if you could accept your body as a whole rather than a collection of individual parts. You have been doing some difficult thinking these last few moments. So let's take a step back now, mentally, and relax. Breathing in deeply and breathing in. In and out. In and out. Keep breathing deeply, slowly. It can feel so good to take deep, calming breaths. And take this moment to relax and notice your breathing. Simply noticing your breath for a moment. If there are any areas where you're feeling tense, direct your attention to those areas as you breathe. Imagine that each breath brings relaxation to that area. Each breath out expels the tension. Breathing in relaxation. Breathing out tension. Each breath inviting you to relax further. Now I will say some body image affirmations. If you'd like, you can repeat these silently or to yourself if you wish. Or you can simply relax while I talk. Each affirmation is true, even if it may not seem like it to you right now. We'll begin the affirmations. I am okay the way I am. I can accept myself simply as I am. My body is acceptable just the way it is. I am an okay. No, I am an amazing person. I accept this body I am in. There is no need to be perfect. My imperfections make me unique. I am perfectly all right as I am. My body is a functioning whole. I am human, and all humans have flaws. I can accept my imperfections. I free myself from judging myself and my body. I am okay just the way I am. I accept myself. Now that you have repeated some affirmations, take note of how you're feeling. What is it like to repeat or listen to the affirmations? It is okay to feel however you are feeling right now, good, bad, or neutral. Accept the variety and spectrum of feelings that you may have. And take this moment for one final relaxation breath, the deepest breath of your day so far. letting all the worries and tension go as you breathe slowly in and out. And then return to your natural breath. When you are ready to return to your waking level of consciousness, slowly begin to leave your relaxed state, keeping with you this feeling of calm while becoming more awake and alert. Wake your body and your mind by beginning to move your arms and legs a little, feeling your muscles reawaken. Maybe count up from 5 to 1. And then in your own time, in your own way, come up to an upright position facing me. Thank you so much for joining me for tonight's uncomfortable practice. I hope you have a great week ahead of you, and I look forward to seeing you sometime soon. Thank you.